Check, check, recording. All right, thanks to Peter Davis for all of his encouragement and people reaching out a little bit online. I am continuing back onto this Grasshopper 1.0, even though I think this has got to be all implemented into Grasshopper 2.0. But it is a ChatGPT ability to produce lattice works. Not too hard to think about. I'll just keep developing this. What I'm working with is maths. I do want to jump into Grasshopper 2.0 and make this possible through the function expanding functions and expressions expanding and function expressions in the script node. But right now you can see that I've got a couple of generated polynomials that are going to produce this graph. I've just got it through a little oscillation. It's pretty fast because it's actually a subdivision. So whenever they come in to cahoots, they lock and load and become an interesting map. It's not too slow, but you can always put this to the mesh pipe. It's much faster. I'm not sure why this one's taking forever to send 3 seconds. This was 2 seconds, but there's 2 more curves. Another lattice work. It's this random. So if I can talk to this and soften these curves and simplify the polynomials and get into a chat of interpreting what people want in a sense of looking in structure, I might be able to interpret that into the mathematics required to pull these last together. So I'm just going to kind of play around in here and see if I can pull up another 2. Sometimes I don't get the... actually, it's working pretty well now. I'm actually getting some pretty nice polynomials every time I try. So just a little bit of oscillation. Let me do-si-do through here. Let's go to something a little faster. Let's take it off here and let's put on our mesh pipe, which isn't so exciting to look at, but it's certainly a lot faster. And you can use variable pipes too, which is going to give you that flaring out of forms as well. But this one will run a lot faster, and then I can have a very interesting mesh generated. But I also can jazz it up by, let's say, the count. Let's put it up to 6, so you get a nice little pattern of what you want to do. And you can extend the limits of the range of what you want to do in here. So I think I've got 1.5. So if I want to straighten that up, I wonder why I'm playing into there. The domain seems low at 1.5. Let me jazz this one up to pull the range out that I can go to, let's say 5, which is a nice graph for making a curve. So let's pull that one up and see what we get. There you go. Pretty nice lattice structure. And it's all happening pretty quickly, and it's being generated through whatever polynomials it wants to solve for. And I think I'm onto something. It's not optimized. It's not towards a client, but it certainly is kind of playful in how it's creative. And it's very fast moving as the mesh. And the only trouble is I'm only able to take text into polynomials right now. And I know people are studying point clouds. But let's try another one, see what happens. So play with your checks, change your designs because of that, and maybe drive these designs by the data that you get in. Whether that data is relevant or not, that's up to you to kind of formulate that. And this one's kind of getting away on me on a pretty big, that's just a crazy curve that came out. So I want to simplify that and pull that back to a range that's actually, possible. Try another one. Anyway, pretty exciting stuff, I think. And what would you do with it? So we'll start with lattice structures that are solid, then we'll go on and we'll try and find ones that work on surfaces, and we'll just keep playing through all of these type of manufacturing things that we can do. So thanks very much for watching. Michael Wickerson. Stop streaming and